Hey, Scott Lair, Scott Lair 1961 on Twitter, Scott Lair 1961 on YouTube, thecruisegenius.com. Well, it's my last day here. Yesterday was my last full day, and getting a ride this morning to the airport at 11 o'clock. I was thinking about putting my swimsuit on, jumping in the water real quick, but then I'm gonna have a wet swimsuit in my suitcase, and Marty won't like that. So here I am, it's Sunday morning. Gonna be about 85 degrees today. I want to thank Raphael, the Director of Entertainment here at Palladium Lady Hamilton, for being my cameraman this morning for my TV interview. He did an amazing job. So thank you, Raphael. Love you, man. Thank you for everything. So again, what time is it? It's around 9 o'clock. And I know you're going to say, there's still a lot of empty chairs, but a lot of locals came here Saturday night, spent the night. But I will tell you, there's a lot of Americans here, a lot of folks from New Hampshire, Maine, Texas, a ton of people from New York. So there are a lot of people here. It's been a very nice time here at Palladium Lady Hamilton. Everyone's been nice, everyone's been kind. I got my free COVID test the other day and got the results late the next day, which was fine because as long as you have them and as long as they're printed out, you're going to be good to go. So it was fun. I mean, the COVID test was not painful. It was all right, and that wasn't so bad. But it's a beautiful day here at Lady Hamilton. And I'm trying to avoid getting folks in the shot. We've all seen the building right there on Google. Google Images. How y'all doing today? Where are you from? Minnesota. I've been to Shakopee. You know where Shakopee, Minnesota is?
Yeah, my stepbrother.
I've been there. I'm actually from Jacksonville, Florida. I'm a reporter. So how long ago here for? 11 days. And you're having fun?
I just got here last
Oh, you just got here? Well, you're going to love it. Y'all take care. Thank you. Thank you. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? I think the guy's asleep. Hey guys, how you doing today? It's good to see you.
You too?
Good. Good morning, my friend. Yeah, it's my last day here. It's been fun. Thank you.
Please come again.
I will come again. Thank you. It's the very warm Bahamian hospitality.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You need to let your wife have this.
I tell ya. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. So actually they have 2 jerk huts. When I got on the cart this morning, I said, take me to the jerk hut because my TV interview was actually from up here. The one thing I will say, if you come to Palladium, let me reset this. How do I say this the nice way? A friend of mine just emailed me something to the effect of an article that says 21 things you need to know before you go to Jamaica. And I'll post that. And one of the things you need to know before you go to Jamaica is things move at a slower pace. Now, if you know me, or maybe you know someone who's like this, I actually know a person who's like this. He wants things to move fast. He wants it done his way, and let's go. And I'm kind of that same way too. Jamaica is not like that. You can't snap your fingers and people are going to jump here. So if you're kind of the type A personality, and I'm kind of like this, I mean, you could ask Marty. I mean, I like things as I've gotten older, right? I'm 59, I don't have a gallbladder. I I've gotten to the point in my life, number one, now where I don't want to have to pivot all the time. When I was in the Navy, I had to pivot all the time. You know, we're doing this, now we're doing this. That's when I was younger, but I've gotten to the point in my life now, I like things to be in order. I like things to be, and I have a saying, lack of proper planning on your part does not necessitate an emergency on mine. Because I like things in order. But I understand when you're a human being, things are gonna change. I'll give you an example. Marty and I may be planning on going to Orlando to see the grandkids. And Brittany may call me and say, hey, Cole's got a cold, or Reed has got a birthday party. Hey, Dad, maybe not this weekend, maybe next weekend. Okay, cool, I'm good with that. I can do that. I don't have to be that so rigid where it's my way or the highway. However, on cruises or on resorts and stuff like that, I like things to go a certain way. And when they don't go a certain way, it kind of throws me off. And the COVID test here threw me off a little bit because I talked to some folks here and my appointment was at 11 a.m. And I said, I really want it earlier, you know, to get it out of the way during the day, right? So I could have my day. I mean, not have to be in the swimming pool at 9 or 10 and then have to go over there and get a COVID test. So the staff here was extremely kind about getting me in early for the COVID test. So I was there at 9, quarter to 9, I was there. And very shortly thereafter, man, everybody started lining up. And the person there said, oh, you know, your appointment was at 11. And I said, well, so-and-so told me I could come at 9. And the girl kind of rolled her eyes a little bit, but, you know, that's fine. And got my COVID test. And then it was a couple times I was following up because I'm flying out. This was day before yesterday, right? Got the COVID test, and you're supposed to get the results like, you know, within the same day. But it was later that day, and I was talking to folks, and I said, how you doing, my friend? And I said, hey, what's up? They'll be sent today. Well, I woke up the next morning, and I still hadn't received them. And so I called someone else. My first contact wasn't available, and so I called my second contact, who's the director of entertainment, who was actually my cameraman today. I WhatsApped him, and he was right on the ball with it. And then I think around noon yesterday, I finally got the results, got them printed out. And I was telling my contacts down here, listen, it's not cool. I mean, you're not hurting my feelings. If I don't give them my results back, I'll just stay here for a week, and I'll rake the beach, or I'll take out trash, or I'll do lawn maintenance. I can work here. And shortly after that, I got the results back. The point I'm trying to say is, especially here in Jamaica, you're going to want to stay on top of those COVID results because you want less stress, right? You don't want stress during your vacation. And I have learned, you know, like with the people and everything, because a lot of people say there's a different culture in Jamaica, and that's true. There's lots of different cultures, right? You have certain cultures that don't traditionally tip. If it's the Canadians or the Australians, and I'm speaking in broad terms, so don't throw a rock at me too hard, but I have heard Canadians and Brits and Australians don't tip. Americans do tip, mostly. Maybe even not mostly, but they tip. But it is a slower pace down here. And it is definitely different than if you were in Mexico at Costa Mujeres or at Riviera Maya or at Tierras Cap Cana or Tierras Turquesa in the DR. It's totally different. But if you know that, because it's all about setting expectations, right? I remember one time I was on Holland America Cruise, and the cruise director, I forget his name, but he's really nice, was down there like the night before. We were pulling into some port. He goes, I just want to set expectations. Okay. Yeah, my heart starts slowing. I start listening more. And he said, now when we pull in, it's going to be like an industrial port. It's going to be, it's like pulling into Freeport. If you've ever been to Freeport. It's like pulling into Freeport. How exciting is that? I mean, everybody wants to pull into St. Lucia, St. Kitts, St. Bart, St. Thomas, and oh man, you're immersed in the experience as you sail in. Not at this one port, and I forget what port it was that the guy said. So people knew when they woke up the next morning, or they got up early for a slow cup of coffee on their balcony. Crap, this is Freeport. But they already knew that ahead of time, right? If they went to the cruise director's meeting the night before. That's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm bringing to you, is that Jamaica is a slower pace, more relaxed, yam man, one love, one family. It's just, and as long as you know that, and as long as you can go from 100 miles an hour down to 30 or 40 miles an hour in your body and in your brain and in your emotions, you're going to do just fine. But if you're the kind of person, and I know people like this, they're at 120 miles an hour, they snap their fingers, they want it done now, my way, no excuses, no explanation. I don't want to hear what you want to say, do it. There are people like that, and you know people like that. I do. And then if you're like that, you've got to kind of take a breath and understand that the culture doesn't work that way down here. Now, maybe if you throw a 10 or a 20 or a 50 and say, hey, then maybe, they'll move a little quicker. But again, the culture down here is a lot slower. Even at the travel club where I'm staying right now, I mean, it's just, that's their culture, and that's cool. It's kind of like Key West. I mean, Brittany was born in Key West, and the sign on the door says they open at 10, and the guy comes in like 10:15. Hey man, what's up? Hey dude. Hey, sign open at 10. Yeah, Key West time. Margaritaville, Jimmy Buffett, man. Cool. That's how it is in Key West. So anyway, let's go into the travel club. The travel club. I've been loving the travel club. Look at this, from guest to family. Travel club. Got the clean restrooms there. I don't know if they're open. Are they open yet, or maybe later? 10 o'clock. Thank you. Okay. 10 o'clock. So remember that, folks. April, Connie, all my friends. 10 o'clock. I mean, it is open now for the air conditioning, but I mean, for the bartender to come, 10 o'clock. Travel club. Let's go to the travel club. All right. So anyway, that's it. I think this will probably be my last video. I hope you've enjoyed my videos from Lady Hamilton. Thank you. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter. Scott Lara 1961 on Instagram. TheCruiseGenius.com. From Lady Hamilton, Jamaica. Stay tuned over the next few months as I continue my travels. And hopefully I'll be in Riviera. I think I will be in Riviera Maya in June. Looking to go back to TRS Turquesa and the other resorts to give you an update on how they've done since I've been there last. Look at this. Even Marty was saying how nice the foliage and everything is. Go to my Facebook page. Well, you're on my Facebook page probably. But if you're not, if you're watching via YouTube, just type in thecruisegenius.com. And later on today, which is Sunday, like Sunday evening, I will post a link to my TV interview. And again, thank you to Raphael for being my cameraman this morning. He was a lifesaver. And I was able to do what I do. Scott Lara 1961 on Twitter. The Cruise Genius. Hey, let's stick with me a minute. Let's go over to the pool. Get a Coke or something here. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm ready to go home. I'm not ready to go back to work at my daytime job. Please don't ask me what my favorite resort is, because that's a hard question to answer. I mean, it's tough. I mean, if it was all expenses paid, airfare, everything, all expenses paid. I mean, man, I haven't been to Ibiza yet, so I guess Ibiza would be my answer. Going to Ibiza would be it. Okay, 10 o'clock over here too. 10 o'clock. Scott Lara 1961, thecruisegenius.com.